What is up, my amazing viewers? My name is CyberLag, and welcome back to the Fallout 4 small builds. And yes, after 3,000 years, I'm back at doing settlement builds, tours, and other stuff. So you will be seeing a lot of my settlement builds again. Sorry for the lack of them for about a year now, honestly. But anyway, regardless of that, this entire settlement will be completed within this month. I'm going to be calling it the Starlight City, but that's just some insider info. Now, before I actually get into the build, I would like to announce that I'm going to be live streaming from 9 to 11 pretty much every day, because I will be doing, they will be build streams, so I'm going to be building and talking to you guys at the same time. Now, as far as this build is concerned, it is a hospital/clinic with a pharmacy on top of it. Pretty simple, actually. I will also be doing the diner over here, and some stuff about the main entrance, but that might come a little bit later on. I never know how the main entrance is going to turn out. And of course, this big thing at the screen over there, which is very neatly covered by fog. And it's actually convenient for me because I don't really want to show you what it is right now. I did live stream it, so some of you may know what it is actually. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the build. And coming into the main entrance, which is the only entrance, we have the handicap sign, which just lets us know that this is accessible by handicapped people because it is actually a ramp. Now, I just used an industrial door. I didn't really know what to use for a hospital. And I didn't want to use institute items because this is realistic. And I finished this game by destroying the institute pretty much, so yeah. Anyway. So this is the main area, pretty much the receptionist or the info center. I don't know what you would call this for a hospital, but this is, I'm just gonna call this a receptionist area anyway. Anyway, here's a little bit of a waiting area. Oh wait, actually, let me just explain what's going on around here. So we have a Mr. Handy, which I will assign here at some point. We also have some filing cabinets for patient archives, as well as this area will have someone standing here, and actually you will be able, because of this rug, this is actually gonna serve as a store, so you will actually be able to buy stuff from the person sitting here, mostly chems and stuff like that, which you wouldn't normally be able to do in a hospital. But anyway, so this terminal here is actually for the person who sits here and deals the chems or whatever. It's actually wired, so it is accessible, even though I don't think I can actually, yeah, for some reason I can't sit here, but it doesn't matter. So anyway, the lighting here is pretty bright actually, which is very good for a hospital. And of course here we have the waiting area, which I was about to go over. Now the waiting area just has 2 couches and a table with comics on it. Now as far as this rest of this area goes, it's just a bit of posters, some random decorations around, gurneys in case you have to go out and get some patient from outside the hospital. And now we go in here, which is actually the patient's rooms. They all have the same layout, and well, this door is opening inward, which shouldn't be happening, but anyway, all these patients have the same kind of bed with different style decorations inside, and everyone has a chair for a visitor or something like that. Sorry guys, I'm a bit sick though. And all of these are pretty much the same. Now, the only difference is that the front ones, the ones here in the front, actually have windows, while the other ones just have a painting, because the back of the settlement isn't a very pleasant view, I might add. Anyway, I'm pretty sure dog meat is sneezing around here somewhere, but anyway, this is the bathroom where they will all share since there's only 4 patient rooms. Pretty much a shower, sink, toilet, and a urinal. So you can pretty much piss, shit, and take a shower, and throw up all your the alcohol you drank the other night, all in this one area. Isn't that great? Anyway, out of here. Let's close these doors just because, I don't know, they just annoy me when they're open. Now we go over here, and this is actually the doctor's office. Now you may be wondering what this on the air thing is. This is actually to indicate when there's an ongoing surgery and you should not be disturbing the doctor. But according to this, there's always an ongoing surgery. So sliding door into the doctor's office. Now this is where Doc Anderson would operate. Doc Anderson is actually a random encounter, also a level 4 merchant, which will be sitting at this desk here. And the mat actually is a surgery center, so it's going to be a level 4 surgery center, which would sell, I guess, legendary meds, which I don't think that even is a thing, but whatever. Then her terminal, that is actually hooked into the roof, the ceiling actually. And now here we have another gurney. This is more of like the checkup gurney that the doctor would have, tell you why you have some sort of sickness. And then over here is our chem station, where she will make chems, she will wash her hands before surgery, and she does have a license to do all these things, you know, perform surgery and make chems. Totally making that up, but yeah. And apparently she has a bucket. I don't know why she has a bucket, but I'm pretty sure she has a very good reason behind all of this. Cooler for some meds. And over here is where all the magic happens as far as surgeries are concerned. There's a surgery chair, which is actually this is actually for plastic surgery, like you would see in the major settlements like Diamond City or Vault 81. And this here I'm going to say is a breathing machine, which would help this work, the oxygen tanks and whatnot. A little thing with a little cart with a tray that the doctor would use. A clock to always know what time it is, and curtains to cover all of this up, just in case someone is stupid enough to walk in while you're performing surgery. Other than that, then there's this MK Auto Dock. Oh, this actually you can actually use this thing. Okay, this is good for single settlements. This is actually a piece of the Settlement Object Expansion Pack, I'm pretty sure, or something like that, or the Better Stores mod, which isn't available anymore. But I'm pretty sure it's the Settlement Object Expansion Pack, and this is more of like an automatic, I guess, doctor's thing, surgery thing. So you can actually use this to cure yourself. Anyway, well, that's pretty much it for the surgery center. So, and that's pretty much it for the entire hospital. It's not the biggest hospital, but I don't know. What's the max I would put here? 60 settlers? 70 settlers? I don't know. Anyway, so out of the clinic, and it's now nighttime, so this is what this place looks like. I don't know. I think I need to put a spotlight highlighting that sign up there. I really do like the diner's lighting though. This actually comes from a mod. It's never actually lit up like this. Anyway, so over here we're going towards the pharmacy, which the pharmacy actually looks like it's the hospital itself, but let's just say that you know, people can tell that up there is the actual pharmacy. And now you may be wondering why there's an elevator going up to the pharmacy. Well, in case you're handicapped, you can actually go by elevator, and you know, getting up here is a lot easier. So even though you can actually have handicapped people in the Commonwealth, because it's just not something that Bethesda added, I don't know. You know what? It's my settlement, I can do what I want, okay? So here we have the drugstore, pretty much. And this is where Doc Weathers would operate. Now, Doc Weathers is actually a random encounter in the Commonwealth. Is not an actual placeable settler or anything. You can't actually recruit him for the settlement. But what you can do, as soon as I get into this build mode, now what you can do though is actually place this thing right here, which is invisible in the normal roaming mode. And this is actually Doc Weathers' little stand, where he would actually sell stuff. It counts as a store for me. And also, if you notice, there was one right here. That's actually for one of his caravan guards. He's just gonna stand here and guard him, because he's paying for the caravan guards, so he may as well use them. Anyway, so in here is actually just his temporary house when he's not traveling. See a bed with a sleeping bag. Cool looking bed actually from the pretty sure it's called the Thematic and Practical mod. Pretty much overhauls stores and stuff. A little bit of a TV that never really works besides that little screen right there. And then a terminal, more of a makeshift terminal. And oh, of course, all his medical supplies that he would be selling. More medical supplies over here, and a chemistry station, because you always need a chemistry station when you're a doctor. especially in the Commonwealth. And that's pretty much it about these two buildings. So I may as well go back to the first floor. There's also a drug sign over there if you didn't see it. I don't know if that's something I needed to mention, but anyway guys, that's pretty much it for this small builds. And actually, before I close, I'm gonna say that the next small builds will have a bit of a building aspect to it, because I'm gonna have like a bit of a time lapse going on in the background while I'm speaking, actually with my voice in the background. So it's going to be a bit more, I don't know, build worthy or something like that. I'm gonna get all that footage from the live streams. And by the way, the next one is going to be, next small build is going to be the Starlight Diner. So stay tuned for that one. But anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did. I will see you in the next video. Peace out everybody.